South America is a land steeped in mystery, its vast landscapes holding secrets that have fascinated explorers, historians, and storytellers for centuries. Among these enigmas are the legends of giants, towering beings who are said to have roamed the continent long before European colonists arrived. These stories are not merely myths, but accounts passed down through generations by indigenous peoples and later recorded by Spanish and Portuguese chroniclers during their conquests. From the windswept plains of Patagonia to the rugged coasts of Ecuador, tales of giants have left an indelible mark on South American history and culture. The Andes Mountains, with their towering peaks, are often cited in these legends, as are the traditions of the Mapuche people in Chile and Argentina. In the Amazon, the dense rainforest is said to have been home to these giants, while the Incan civilization in Peru also has its own tales of these colossal beings. The Guarani people of Paraguay have preserved their own stories, adding to the rich tapestry of giant legends across the continent. Each region and culture contributes a unique piece to the puzzle, making the legends of giants a fascinating and enduring part of South America's heritage. Let us begin on the coast of Ecuador, where one of the most enduring legends originates. The Manta people tell a story about a group of giants who arrived at Santa Elena on enormous reed boats, vessels so large they dwarfed anything built by local inhabitants. These beings were described as monstrous in size, their knees alone reaching the height of an average man. Their arrival was both awe-inspiring and terrifying to the Manta people, who observed their strange customs from a distance. Chronicler Pedro Chiesa de Leon recorded that these giants had enormous heads, with flowing hair and eyes as large as small plates. They were said to consume vast amounts of food and water, depleting local resources wherever they went. According to legend, their immoral behavior angered divine forces, leading to their eventual destruction by fire from the heavens, a punishment that left behind charred remains as evidence of their existence. Archaeological evidence in Santa Elena has uncovered large bones and artifacts that some believe could be linked to these legendary giants. Among the findings are oversized tools and pottery, as well as fossilized footprints that suggest beings of extraordinary size once roamed the area. Historical records and ancient manuscripts provide detailed descriptions of these giants, adding to the mystery and allure of their story. Some stories even suggest that the giants shared knowledge and skills with the local inhabitants, leading to a brief period of cultural exchange before their eventual downfall. Moving southward along the continent's spine, we find ourselves in Patagonia, a region whose very name evokes images of grandeur and mystery. It was here that Ferdinand Magellan's expedition encountered what they described as Patagonians, a race of giants so tall that Magellan's men reportedly only reached their waists. Antonio Pigafetta, Magellan's chronicler, recounted a remarkable encounter with one such giant who danced and sang on the shore before being brought aboard their ship. This individual was said to be friendly yet imposing, his height estimated at over 9 feet tall. The name Patagonia itself is thought to derive from Patagão, meaning big foot in Portuguese, or inspired by a literary figure from Spanish novels popular during Magellan's time. Later explorers like Sir Francis Drake and John Byron also reported encounters with unusually tall natives in Patagonia during their voyages in the 16th and 18th centuries. Byron's crew even claimed to have seen individuals standing 9 feet tall, giants by any standard of the time. But what do we make of these accounts? Were they exaggerated tales meant to impress European audiences hungry for stories of exotic lands? Or do they hint at something more, a lost chapter in human history where beings larger than life once walked among us? Some historians suggest that these stories may have been inspired by encounters with the Tehuelche people, an indigenous group known for their above-average height compared to Europeans of that era. Even so, physical evidence has occasionally surfaced to fuel speculation about these legends. Dutch sailors in the 18th century claimed to have discovered graves containing bones measuring up to 11 feet in length near Puerto Deseado in Patagonia. While modern scientists attribute such findings to prehistoric megafauna rather than human-like giants, these discoveries nonetheless added fuel to the mythos surrounding Patagonia as a land of giants. Historical accounts also detail various interactions between explorers and these giants, often describing them as friendly and curious, yet cautious of the newcomers. The impact of these encounters on local folklore cannot be understated. Stories of giants have been woven into the cultural fabric of the region, blending historical accounts with myth and legend. Today, the legend of the Patagonian giants lives on in local festivals and cultural celebrations where giant effigies are paraded through the streets, keeping the myth alive for future generations. Further inland, we encounter Incan legends that speak of Viracocha, the creator god, who fashioned an initial race of giants from stone. These giants were believed to have played significant roles in early Incan society, often seen as protectors and builders. Rituals and ceremonies were conducted to honor these giants, invoking their strength and protection. However, their disobedience led Viracocha to destroy them in a great flood. These myths suggest that giants were not merely physical beings, but also symbolic representations of divine power and human hubris. The Incas believed that remnants of this first creation could still be found in massive stones scattered across the Andes. Stones so large that only giants could have moved them into place. These stones were often sites of rituals, where the Incas would pay homage to the giants and seek their blessings for strength and prosperity. The Amazon rainforest adds yet another layer to this fascinating narrative. Portuguese explorers along Brazil's coastline heard indigenous stories about towering beings living deep within the jungle, giants who were said to possess extraordinary strength and were often depicted as protectors or destroyers, depending on their relationship with local tribes. One popular tale speaks of the Mapinguari, a giant creature with a single eye and a mouth on its belly, feared for its immense power and ferocity. These giants were believed to guard sacred areas and were often invoked in rituals and stories to teach lessons or explain natural phenomena. The significance of these myths in Amazonian culture is profound, reflecting the deep connection between the people and their environment. These tales persisted even into modern times. As late as the 18th century, European explorers continued to report sightings or discoveries related to giants in South America. In addition to Dutch sailors' accounts near Puerto Deseado, There were reports from Jesuit missionaries working among remote tribes who spoke of ancestral beings much larger than humans today. In recent years, modern researchers have also ventured into the jungles of South America, uncovering large footprints and other intriguing evidence. Local villagers continue to share stories of giant sightings, sparking public interest and debate. Social media has become a platform for sharing these encounters, leading to widespread speculation. Theories from researchers range from undiscovered species to ancient myths, with many books and articles exploring the possibility of giants. The debate continues, fueled by both scientific inquiry and public fascination. What are we to make of these stories? Are they merely products of imagination or echoes from a distant past when humans grappled with mysteries too vast to comprehend? Throughout our journey, we have explored legends of giants, from the towering Patagonian giants to the mysterious beings of the Andes. These tales are more than just myths. They are a blend of cultural memory and creative storytelling that connects us to our ancestors' struggles and triumphs against overwhelming odds. For indigenous peoples like the Manta or Tehuelche, giants were more than just curiosities. They were integral parts of their cosmologies and oral histories, beings who shaped their world both literally and metaphorically. These legends also serve as reminders that history is not always written in stone, but often carried through oral traditions passed down through generations. As we delve into these legends today, we are reminded once again of humanity's enduring fascination with what lies beyond our understanding. Giants may no longer roam South America's plains and forests, but their stories continue to inspire wonder and curiosity. These stories reflect the cultural significance of giants, embodying the fears, hopes, and imaginations of the people who told them. The enduring fascination with giants speaks to our innate desire to explore the unknown and to understand the mysteries of our world. Follow Adventure Seeker's Paradise for more incredible journeys into myths and mysteries across time.